Look alive, all right? Come on. We got a show to do.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
This guy. What's up, world?
Is my scarf good?
It's week 4 in the NFL. We're here, back again. Mark and Mir Show.
Welcome to the Mark and Mir Show.
You know.
Back and better than ever.
You know. Surrounded by clowns.
Watch out for clowns.
Yeah,
man. I'm paranoid out here walking around because I know people are crazy.
Yeah. I haven't even gone to class due to this clown epidemic. It's a little scary out here in these streets, especially at nighttime. So hide your kids, hide your wives, your girlfriends, mistresses.
What? Whatever with left. So we're gonna start off with a new segment called the Great Debate. Each week we're gonna. So we're starting off with a.
Just sit still. Oh my God! Oh wow!
So we're starting today's show off with a new segment called the Great Debate. Each week we're going to discuss a different topic and we're going to debate. We're going to have different opinions on it and we're going to see who comes out on top. So let's get into it. So today's topic is about Odell Beckham Jr. So, it's been broadcasted very well that Odell has been having some temper tantrums recently. We saw the first time we've seen it last year against Josh Norman when the Giants played the Panthers. And of course, when he played Josh Norman again last week, he did pretty well for the first 3 quarters of the game until Josh Norman got in his head again, him not getting the ball passed to him. And, you saw it. He was crying on the sideline, throwing a temper tantrum, hit the net hit him back. And you see what happened on Monday night against the Vikings. I mean, it just seems like he's on the field malfunctioning, and he's not having fun anymore. So, I mean, what's your opinion on your man, Odell?
I mean, Odell is definitely my favorite player right now, offensively in the NFL. He's a very exciting player to watch. He's been an exciting player since college for me, being an LSU fan and everything like that. But as of right now, his emotions on the field are very, alarming to me. I definitely see, as of, like you said, since the Josh Norman incident and everything like that, he's been really showing his true colors, if you should say. I wouldn't say he's been getting locked down or anything like that, or anything is changing, because this time last season he had a total of 307 yards in the first 4 games. So, and as of right now he has 303 in the first 4 games. So it's not a factor of, is Odell a bust? You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's what a topic should be right now between anything. I don't know if it's the connection with Eli Manning. He's not hooking up with him enough. I don't know if he's not being targeted enough in the games. But I feel as though that is your best receiver. Yes, you have a nice receiving core surrounded by that team, but you should be targeting your best asset in the passing.
Well, on Monday night he was the team's leader in targets, and he still only came away with 3 touchdowns. I don't think Odell's getting locked down by any means. Yardage-wise, he's been doing pretty well. He's gone over 70 yards 3 games out of the 4. But my biggest concern is 0 touchdowns. For 4 games in this season, he has not entered the end zone yet. And, he dances and all that stuff in the end zone. We have not seen that yet. How long will Odell go without getting in the end zone? And that's what receivers are on the field to do, score touchdowns. And he hasn't done that yet for his team.
But would you say that Odell was really a big red zone threat?
Yes, I
mean, or is he scoring mostly on touchdowns?
He can score from anywhere.
He can go to distance.
He can score from anywhere on the field, but you can get him the ball in different ways. I mean, he scored 12 touchdowns his first season, 13 in second. He can score touchdowns. I don't know if it's defenses are paying more attention to him in the red zone, but Odell should be getting in the end zone.
So are you saying, what are you saying he's doing differently? Is he doing something different in the red zone than what he's doing?
I don't see why he's not getting the end zone. I mean, maybe he's just being used as a decoy, or teams are just overly concerned with him once they get in the red zone to take him away. But I think teams nowadays, they're getting used to not giving up the big play, making him catch stuff in front of him and coming up and tackling him, being physical with him.
Yeah.
So they're giving up the long ball and they're making him work for it. So he hasn't had a big explosive play like he usually does.
Well, Eli's numbers in the red zone has also not been that high, passing wise. If I was a coach, normally if I thought like when I'm in the red zone, I think run first. Like I'm not thinking pass first, and I'm pretty sure that's what the defense is thinking. But like you said, defenses are changing in the red zone. A lot of red zone defenses for every team have looked great this year. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't know what it is, but
do you have a problem with his behavior?
I mean, I do to an extent. Because it just drags on throughout the game. It's like, okay, the first time it's cool, you know what I'm saying? This first time he showed his emotion during the game was when Xavier Rhodes, maybe hit him late out of bounds. If he would have like flopped or something like that, he might have got a call. Because he was clearly running out of bounds. He was out of bounds and he gave him a little pop or anything like that. But
ends up hitting the ref.
Yeah.
He could have got thrown out.
He could have. He definitely shouldn't have gotten to the ref's face. That's why he got the penalty he did. Right. But I took that one. I was okay, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But then after that, he just tried to just go straight at Xavier Rhodes next play. Gave him a big push off. He should have got called. Honestly, threw him off him. Xavier Rhodes hit the ground. He ended up catching the ball, doing a little spin. When he get out of bounds again, boom, another hit from Xavier Rhodes. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, he's just chipping at him.
And as a DB, if you see a receiver is out of his game like that,
you're gonna keep on getting. You're gonna keep attacking him.
Yeah, you keep attacking him. You're like, I broke.
He put his arm around him. At one of the times he was talking to the sideline. Yeah, he was not liking that. Like, don't touch me while I'm sitting over here. Flustered and frustrated. It's like, whoa! I almost said the S word.
You said what? Flustered and
I'm definitely about to say that. But yeah, when he's really flustered and emotional, like it's just a point in the game where you just have to stop and calm down. Like really realize where you're at and what you're doing. I think he's frustrated overall with a lot of things that are going on with the team. He's really frustrated with. I think he's frustrated with Eli's play. Mm-hmm. I think he's frustrated with everything that's going on right now in the position that he's in. No one likes to lose. And they're not really performing at their top ability that they were. In the start of the season, they were looking really promising. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They lost a rough one against our Redskins and everything like that. And just going on throughout the division, what are they last in the division now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? But as a football player, it's every play. It's every week. You know what I'm saying? It's week 5 coming up. You need to focus on every one play at a time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And take it as much as that. I think. That's what he's too worried about the numbers right now and the stat sheets. It's too early to be worried about that because if you do that, you're going to find yourself in a hole and you're going to end up, God knows where in the future.
So to end it off, I think Odell will see this problem throughout the season. I think DBs every week are now going to challenge him, talk smack to him every week, and he'll still have success on the field with his yardage and stuff. But I think we'll see more temper tantrums throughout the season with Odell. It's not going to stop.
One more thing, Odell looks upset to me right now.
He said he's not having fun anymore.
That too, but he looks very upset in New York right now. I don't know what that means. That's just me being observant of the game, seeing his emotion, his facial expressions during the game when he drops passes, when passes are overthrown, when Eli throws.
He's frustrated.
I don't know what that means. I'm not saying that trade rumors or anything like that because I'm pretty sure that the Giants would never want to let go of an athlete like Odell Beckham. But something is going on with Odell right now in New York, and he's just not having it.
And you saw how their head coach said he needs to control his emotions, and Odell came back and said that he's going to keep playing how he plays. Like, he's not going to change anything. Right. And Eli came out and said that he needs to control his emotions, which isn't a good look. I feel like you should always, back your teammates or your players, in the media. So I didn't like how Eli didn't, back his guys.
It's just really scaring me right now because when I see him doing things like that constantly week in and week out, it makes me think of receivers like Terrell Owens or Des Bryant, crying and yelling and throwing temper tantrums.
At a certain point, teammates just get tired of that.
Exactly. The chemistry falls apart, and that's how the team falls apart. Odell is a leader. He should be a leader on that team.
I don't think he realizes how big of a leader he is. How many eyes are on him when he's doing
People are counting on Odell to hold it together. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my take on it right now. Odell, I think, is still, one of the greatest athletes in the NFL right now. So, hands down.
All right. So next we're going to the best game of Sunday's matchups. So I personally think that the Ravens and the Raiders game was A1 quality.
Definitely.
Great football game, back and forth. The teams didn't light up the scoreboard, but it was just a battle. A great AFC battle with two good quarterbacks. Derek Carr on the road, proving again that he's ready for the big time in the NFL. But Michael Crabtree, this star of that game.
Man, oh man.
I mean, 3 touchdown passes.
That's crazy.
He is a beast. When he went to Oakland, people thought, his career was on the downward spiral.
He was quiet for a while
after San Francisco, but he's put together some impressive performances, especially this year. They assume that Amari Cooper will automatically be the go-to guy, but Crabtree, the veteran, he's gotten it done before. And he's the man. It's a big win for the Raiders on the road. It was an entertaining game. Reggie Nelson with the big hit at the end to force an incompletion for the Ravens' last try on 4th down. I mean, it was a great game. Great game.
I agree. Well, my best game was definitely had to be. Baby. My best game definitely was the Cowboys and the 49ers game. I'm loving the dynamic duo of Dak Prescott.
The rookies.
Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. They're really, making their mark.
They're getting it done.
Right now. As 2 rookies, I watched them in college. They did the thing, you know what I'm saying? Got the opportunity in the NFL, and they're doing stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel with the amazing hurdle last week. I mean, he had an amazing game this week. He had a total of 96 rushing yards in the second half. With the touchdown as well. So he really turned it up for them.
Dak opened it up.
Early, the Cowboys really started slow in the beginning of the game. The Niners went up, touchdown on them early, and they looked really sluggish. They looked out of place, like they weren't ready. You know what I'm saying? But once the second half rolled around, Dak started hooking up with his targets and things like that, and he was really hitting it. He ended up on the day with 245 yards. He ended the day with a total of 245 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dak was really on fire.
Very impressive.
He's been balling these past 4 weeks, and I'm pretty sure it's just more to come. You know what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott are making their mark for the Dallas Cowboys and helping them.
Looks good so far.
Yeah,
3-1. Great.
I mean, we're Redskins fans, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna knock talent. I'm not gonna talk to you about Tony Romo ever, ever. So if you have good numbers like this,
say that.
Oh no, but I respect Dak Prescott, and I definitely respect Ezekiel Elliott. So yeah, that was my game of the week right there.
All right. So MVP of the week. I mean, I think everybody knows how great Julio Jones played. 300 yards against the Panthers. Big time. 300 yards.
I bet they're upset that they let Norman go.
Man, I mean, Norman wouldn't allow all that.
I don't think so.
Jeez.
Those are some high numbers. Giving Matt Ryan 500 on the day.
Woo.
That's Madden. That's what I do with Madden when he passed the ball.
This is the same Panthers team that, shut them down, once last year. They lost to them one time in the Georgia Dome last year, but the Falcons are looking good. They're lighting up the scoreboard. Julio Jones, again, just the MVP. Great numbers, great performance. This is what, we expect Julio to do. Not 300 yards, because that's crazy.
That's crazy.
But, Julio can put on performances like this, whenever.
And, it's not like he was just catching bombs. He was catching and turning the field and just taking off on DBs, linebackers.
Stiff arms, gone.
Oh, man. He was working. He was definitely working. My MVP of the week is definitely back to Michael Crabtree. He balled. He also, like you said, he's been balling this whole season. That great touchdown in the Saints game.
The 2-point
conversion. Yeah, 2-point conversion. Yeah, in the Saints game for the win. That was great. Comes back out against the Ravens, and he puts up great numbers. He did phenomenal. He had 7 receptions. It was targeted 12 times. He had 88 yards on the day, but he had 3 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. And like you said, it's all about getting in the box.
All about the touchdown.
Yeah, it's all about getting in the box. He also had the game-winning, you could say.
God, he put that double move on Sharice Rice.
It was bad. It got bad for that corner.
Sharice Rice.
He couldn't stay with him. The double move.
He put on a double move like that against the Rams when he was on the 49ers. Bruh, crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Michael Crabtree's a beast.
Yeah. So split the defenders. David Carr threw a beautiful ball between the safety and the corner.
David Carr's big time. Man.
Yeah. I respected him ever since he came out of college. But Michael Crabtree got the 2 feet down. You know, he got the 3 touchdowns. The MVP for me, hands down. So, clutch moments of week 4. Back to the man of the hour, Michael Crabtree.
Again, he's hot. Stick with him.
He's hot, yeah. So his game-winning touchdown catch, double move.
Double move was crazy.
Toe touch in the back of the end zone.
Perfectly thrown ball.
Beautiful play in total. That is my clutch moment for the Raiders. Great win. They're looking good. You know what I'm saying? They have some injuries here and there, but they're looking great. So that is my clutch moment.
My clutch moment for this week is the the Los Angeles Rams. I mean, they come to LA, you know, the first week they get shut out, and you think, oh, this team is just going to be terrible in front of the new Los Angeles crowd. But no, they win 3 straight. They are 3-1. 3-1. They beat the Seahawks and the Cardinals in their division. So, you know, Case Keenum at the end of the game on the road to Brian Quick with a touchdown to win the game. I mean, you know, the Cardinals secondary is supposed to be their specialty, and they attack them and get the game winner. Just clutch moment. Shout out to Case Keenum. I didn't believe in you being the starter this season, but you know, you're proving it. You're proving
Definitely didn't believe in you.
The defense is pretty good too. So
the Rams had a good defense last year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're great. They're looking good. DBs are looking great. They're playing ball. Playing ball.
So our next segment is the best catch of the week. My best catch goes to number 24, the best corner in the league, Josh Norman.
J-No.
He was guarding Terrell Pryor. Terrell Pryor was having success in the first half, 42 yards. He scored a touchdown. So you think, oh, Terrell Pryor's killing Josh Norman.
He had a couple of nice catches.
Yeah, but you know, second half, Josh Norman was like, yo, that's enough. He only had 4 yards in the second half. And J-No with the catch, it was 24-20. So, you know, the Browns were driving, trying to score. And Josh Norman ran the route for him. I mean, it was a post route, and Josh jumped it, picked it off, and it was Redskins ball, and that finished off the game for us.
Yep.
So that was my best catch.
We needed that. My best catch has to go to the Vikings ball boy.
Whoa, that was crazy.
That was phenomenal.
That was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? All these dudes in the NFL and everything are making these one-handed catches now. You know what I'm saying? But he was
like,
so
like, hold on, let me show you.
He was so relaxed. It was just so normal.
Easy.
Like he just does it on regular. You know what I'm saying? Great
Monday Night Football. You feel me? John Gruden was in the bleachers.
Someone might have to sign him. You know what I'm saying? Sign him, pay him to do something, and just get those balls. You know what I'm saying? These ball boys out here not just receiving the ball, but they can catch. You never know. Sign him. Someone needs to sign him.
I think Larry Fitzgerald used to be a ball boy for the Vikings back in the day.
You hear that?
So, you know, he could be the next
Larry Fitzgerald, future Hall of Famer. So this ball boy could be the same way.
All right, so now we're going to salute. My salute goes out to the Minnesota Vikings, sticking with the Vikings. They, you know, just bully teams this year. You know, they lose Teddy Bridgewater before the season starts to a freak accident. They lose Adrian Peterson for multiple weeks, and you think, how good are they going to be this year? But you see that defense is just a bunch of monsters. They get after the quarterback. Their DBs are tough, tall, fast. So, I mean, the Vikings are looking great right now. They're looking great right now.
My salute is going to be Le'Veon Bell. Welcome back. 178 all-purpose yards for the Steelers against the Chiefs.
Blowout.
Big win.
Punishment in the rain.
Le'Veon Bell being back, another big factor of that offense.
God, the offense is dangerous.
Most definitely. Welcome back, Le'Veon. I definitely give you the salute.
All right, y'all. That was another episode of the Mark and Mir Show.
Yep. Signing off. Thank you. Please join us again next week.
Yeah.
Same place.
Yeah.
Hopefully the clowns don't get to us. Yeah.
How long was